NEXON is a company, a video game company, but they pretty much only make free-to-play games. And that might sound pretty average, like your average mobile game company that just makes like pay-to-win garbage. But NEXON really has something special. It all starts with their game MapleStory. MapleStory is an MMORPG where there are lots of classes to pick, and there's a whole world to explore. And it got really popular because of its aesthetic and its gameplay. And the thing with MapleStory is that as much as it's very fun, it's very pay to win after you get into it. So people tend to either like the game or heavily dislike it. Or be kind of in the middle, that they liked playing the game at the beginning, but then after the pay to win became big, they stopped liking it. So, the thing with Nexon is that they make really special games, and they kind of ruin them with their pay to win tactics. Like, for example, there are other games like MMORPGs that they made, like Mabinogi and V4. But there's also the Kart Rider series, which is a series of kart games, kind of like a Mario Kart, but it's free to play, right? And I personally played Kart Rider, like Kart Rider Rush Plus specifically, when it was like all big and stuff, at least the biggest it was, like its peak. And I had lots of fun. And to me personally, in my opinion, that game, the pay to win, there was no pay to win aspect that was too influential on the game personally. It was just plain fun. I had fun in the online matches. And it was a fun game to play, but that doesn't go for all of their games. And that's what happens when you're only in the free-to-play market, like with Nexon. That some games, no, honestly, most of the games that they make are really great, but they're hindered heavily by the fact that they're free to play. And for me, one of Nexon's most interesting projects was MapleStory 2. Now, MapleStory 2, let me switch screens. MapleStory 2, right here, was a game, which it was cancelled and, not cancelled, well, it was shut down. And it was a game that honestly was just straight up really fun, if you paid or not. And all these characters, they have this unique aesthetic, and the game was honestly just beautiful. Like, everything about it, I have really great memories of it. I played it for a little while, and then I was like, damn. When I heard it got shut down, I was kind of heartbroken. But the game was really great, and I wish it still existed. But that's the thing with these games. This is a harsh reminder that when it comes to free-to-play games that are like MMOs and online, the servers eventually shut down when the game isn't doing all that great. Like, these games don't last forever. Same for all these Nexon games over here. One day all of these could just be gone. Some more Nexon games include, from the ones that I've played at least, include Blue Archive. It's basically a cool gacha game where you press on where your characters are walking forward and you tap on skills to activate them in specific moments. Basically just timing. And there's MapleStory M, which is a MapleStory on mobile, but it's basically a different game at the same time, so it's a little weird. But yeah, if you want MapleStory on mobile, you get MapleStory M. Let me talk a little bit more about Blue Archive. It has a great art. It has great art and great music. I don't know how I feel about the story. You can skip a little bit of the video if you don't want to hear spoilers, but this is just the introduction part of the game. But the game basically centers around you as a random dude who doesn't remember where they are or why they're there. You're like apparently really a skilled tactician. So you command armies of little anime girls, and and they call you sensei, and it's kind of interesting. I don't know, definitely not everyone's cup of tea in story. Maybe a very select few people would actually like the story, but Maple Story M, yeah, Maple Story M, Maple Story Mobile, and Kart Rider Drift, which is the game I didn't talk about, which is also in the Kart Rider series. Kart Rider Drift is a PC game. It's a PC game that came after Kart Rider Rush Plus. So if you don't want to be a pesky mobile gamer, you can get Kart Rider Drift, but you're gonna have to download a NEXON launcher to be able to play it at all, because not on Steam, yeah. But yeah, it's pretty much all the games of at least that I've played from NEXON. Um, but they of course have more stuff you can check out. You can look them up. But in general, yeah, NEXON is a company that makes free to play games. That sometimes they make really good stuff, but due to their free to play practices, some games that could be way better just end up being way worse. So that's it. Now for the outro. What have I been doing? You might have noticed that I haven't been posting any music, and that's not because I'm stopping or anything. It's because I wanna be on the drawing board, square one, and make something great next time I make something. And make sure not to drop something bad. What I make now isn't very special to me. And it has imperfections. So I'm gonna take a while to make the next project when it comes to music. And also maybe just take a break from it. Maybe clear up my mind, freshen it up. And also, no, what am I talking about also? No, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep doing videos, and I might take a break off of the other stuff, right? You feel me? So yeah. Thanks for watching. Outro. Done.